Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome back to Bobby's World. God, it feels good to be back. So what exactly am I doing here today? So a few days ago, out of the blue, my friend Tori decided to comment on one of my very old Facebook posts, and she said that it was a Facebook post that said Hunger Games 2 simulator coming soon. She's like, she commented, can we start doing these again? And I was like, I miss doing these, and we were talking about it for a while, and then Dre jumped in and he's like, I backed this up, and clearly I think we all missed it. And I had stopped doing them because the editing got very tedious. It was very difficult to do when I added more stuff and more sound effects and music and stuff like that. And editing can be fun, but like I said, it can be boring as well. So that's kind of why it came to an end in the first place. But the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to do it. So I got back into the program. It's by brantsteel.com, I think. It's the same. It hasn't changed. I had to relearn how to upload pictures because you can't just upload them. They have to be turned into URLs. I did an entire simulation, just going through it all again. I watched all the old videos back, and I was enjoying watching them, and it made me happy to see how much fun everyone was having. So the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to do it. So here we are. I have all the old sound effects. I had them all saved in a folder on my external hard drive. So all that'll be back, and I uploaded all the pictures, and I ran them through a cartoon filter because I thought it'd be a little bit different. And what else is there to say? I mean, are you guys here to listen to me talk about it? I think not. So without any further ado, cue the epic music, please. It's been so long. District 1, we have Devin and Sarah Jean. District 2, we have Aiden and Neko. District 3, we have Bobby, that handsome devil, and Christian. District 4, we have Jeremy and Groot. District 5, we have Jasmine and Master Chief. District 6, we have Nikki and Tori. District 7, we have Kate and Steve. District 8, we have Katniss and Lisa. District 9, we have PETA and the Arbiter. District 10, we have Ripley and Rachel. District 11, we have 3-time Hunger Games champion Samantha and Dre. And rounding out the field, last but certainly not least, District 12, we have Lucas and Monokuma. Who is Monokuma, you ask? Check out Danganronpa. I didn't read the manga, but I watched the games and played some of the games. Here we go, the bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Ripley takes a handful of throwing knives. Sarah Jean runs away from the cornucopia. Groot pushes Master Chief off a cliff during a fight. During a knife fight, I'm sorry. Well, Master Chief didn't last very long. Jasmine runs away from the cornucopia. Lucas, Rachel, and Devin work together to get as many supplies as possible. Jeremy stays at the cornucopia for resources. Christian snatches a pair of sais. Kate runs away from the cornucopia. Samantha breaks Steve's nose for a basket of bread. Dre sets an explosive off, killing Arbiter and Nikki. Lisa, Bobby, and Aiden get into a fight. Aiden triumphantly kills them both. Katniss runs away with a lighter and some rope. PETA rips a mace out of Monokuma's hands. Tori runs away from the cornucopia. Neko takes a handful of throwing knives. I find it absolutely hilarious that the beings that took throwing knives are the beings that have no thumbs. Day 1, Jeremy sets an explosive off, killing Tori, Groot, and Christian. Neko sprains his ankle while running away from Steve. Katniss receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Lucas practices his archery. Jasmine receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. PETA thinks about home. Dre constructs a shack. Monokuma receives fresh water from an unknown sponsor. Says clean water, but close enough. Rachel repeatedly stabs Samantha to death with sais. Devin practices his archery. Sarah Jean receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Ripley hunts for other tributes. If it's anything like her hunting for Neko, I wouldn't be worried about it. Kate questions her sanity. Aiden dies from hunger. Ate no peanut butter and fluff sandwiches in the field, sorry. People dropping like flies, so let's go. Night 1. Peta, Steve, Kate, and Rachel tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Dre, Sarah Jean, Jasmine, Ripley, and Lucas sleep in shifts. Katniss receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Neko and Devin hold hands. Jeremy severely injures Monokuma and leaves him to die. Day 2. Steve and Jasmine split up to search for resources. Jeremy and Katniss work together for the day. Dre sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Neko fishes. Sarah Jean discovers a cave. Rachel forces Devin to kill Kate or Ripley. He refuses to kill, so Rachel kills him instead. Peta constructs a shack. Lucas searches for a water source. Wow, game's wasted no time. I think you guys all remember, or at least those of you who have watched the videos, that every once in a while they throw in arena events and people would drop like flies. But in this game, everyone's already been dropping like flies, but Hunger Games don't care. It's time for an arena event. A swarm of tracker jackers invades the arena. Katniss knocks Ripley unconscious and leaves her there for bait. Jasmine survives. While running away from the tracker jackers, Peta grabs Kate and throws her to the ground. Sarah Jean survives. Dre survives. Neko survives. Steve survives. Lucas is stung to death. Jeremy survives. Rachel is stung to death. Alright, let's do a status check. Oh yeah, this one's moving pretty quickly. Devin's gone. Aiden's gone with 2 kills. I'm dead. Christian's dead. Groot's dead. Master Chief's dead. Nikki's dead. Tori's dead. Kate's dead. Lisa's dead. Arbiter's dead. Ripley's dead. Rachel's dead with 2 kills. Samantha's dead. Lucas is dead. Monokuma's dead. So that leaves Sarah Jean and Neko. Jeremy's got 4 kills? What a bunch of bullshit that is. Jasmine's alive, Steve's alive, Katniss alive with 1 kill, Peta alive with 1 kill, Dre's alive with 2 kills. Those who've seen the other videos remember, Dre had a hard time getting kills in the first 10 videos, but seems to have learned a lot in his time off. Night 2. Katniss and Sarah Jean run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Dre goes to sleep. Jeremy is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Jasmine defeats Peta in a fight but spares his life. Steve defeats Neko in a fight but spares his life. Good God, the game's throwing everything at us this time. Time for the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Neko decides not to go to the feast. You sure? That's all that cat freaking does is eat. Dre decides not to go to the feast. Steve decides not to go to the feast. Jasmine decides not to go to the feast. Jeremy decides not to go to the feast. Katniss decides not to go to the feast. Peta decides not to go to the feast. Sarah Jean decides not to go to the feast. Wow, that was a hell of a feast. They threw a feast and nobody came. Day 3. Sarah Jean travels to higher ground. Jasmine and Dre hunt for other tributes. Peeta runs away from Neko. Katniss's trap kills Steve. Jeremy searches for a water source. Night 3. Peeta and Sarah Jean tell stories about themselves to each other. Neko and Dre run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Jasmine climbs a tree to rest. Jeremy poisons Katniss's drink. She drinks it and dies. Day 4. Jasmine, Dre, Peeta, and Neko raid Sarah Jean's camp while she is sleeping. Hunting. Jeremy injures himself. Night 4. Jeremy quietly hums. Jasmine defeats Dre in a fight but spares his life. Peeta dies from hypothermia. Neko passes out from exhaustion. Sarah Jean climbs a tree to rest. Day 5, down to the final 4. Jasmine receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Jeremy and Sarah Jean hunt for other tributes. Dre receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Crap, there's 5 left, my bad. Neko dies trying to escape the arena. Now we're down to 4. Night 5. Jeremy silently snaps Dre's neck. And so ends Dre's epic run in this Hunger Games. Way to go, man. Proud of you. Jasmine dies from thirst. Sarah Jean bleeds out due to untreated injuries. And we have a new Hunger Games challenge. That's stupid. Jeremy sucks. Let's go on to the report. Actually, it's really kind of funny because Jeremy was the first Hunger Games champion. So, kind of ironic that he would win this one in the comeback, the return. So we got Jeremy, the winner, with 6 kills. Excuse me. Sarah Jean in second, Jasmine third, Dre fourth with 2 kills. Neko fifth, Peeta sixth with 1 kill. Katniss seventh with 2 kills. Steve 8th. Rachel 9th with 2 kills. Lucas 10th. Kate 11th. Ripley 12th. Devin 13th. Monokuma 14th. Aiden 15th with 2 kills. Samantha 16th. Then Christian. Then Groot with 1 kill. Then Tori. Then me. Then Lisa. Then Nikki. Then Arbiter. Then Master Chief. And so it ends. These simulators are kind of funny. They, sometimes it takes forever for things to happen, and sometimes it's kind of like this, where it's like bing, bang, bing, people are just falling off the map. But I do want to say that I did try out a couple of other Hunger Games simulators, and one of them, maybe I'll just have to do it one time as a video, just for comic value, because it was things like so-and-so finds a bucket of KFC on the ground, and it was so stupid. A lot of the shit that was going on was just really weird and just kind of fun. So maybe I'll just do one of those. But all of the simulators are kind of rip-offs of this one, and that one didn't even have any pictures or anything like that. It was just all text, all the lines of text across the screen. So I don't know, maybe next time I'll do that, just a one-off, so everyone can see what it's like. But I was happy to do this again. I'm glad that people were kind of excited for it, and I just hope everyone had fun. It's just a funny, stupid thing that we do, and it can be fun putting the videos together, and it's all nice when it comes out with the music and the sound effects and all that. So I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I don't know when I'll do another one of these again, but maybe if the demand is there, maybe if Tori and Dre bully me some more, and maybe I'll just have to do another one. I'll even do the old sign-off for old time's sake. Thank you all for watching, guys, and as you all know, it's Bobby's World, and you're all just living in it. CLC for life, y'all. Bye! What's going on, guys? Thank you for checking out the video today, but I've got a question for you. Do you like fantasy books? Like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones style stuff? Well, you may remember when I was making videos all those years ago that I was advertising a book called The Roar of a Dragon. Well, now, it's a series. The Roar of a Dragon, The Treachery of a Weasel, and The Cry of a Raven, the epic conclusion to the Roar of a Dragon trilogy. The series follows the story of a soldier by the name of Aiden of Delmar, who is exiled from his country for saving a baby dragon, and then he's killed. That's right, I said he's killed. Did I just give that away? I did, because he wakes up 3,000 years later with a ghastly appearance, strange powers, and he's being watched over by the very dragon that he saved. Evil has overrun the world, and Aiden must now travel back to his own time to set things right. The
story continues in The Treachery of a Weasel, where the disappearance of one of Aiden's companions drives him to near insanity, and it covers the race in time for him to find this companion and do the things he must do. And in The Cry of a Raven, Aiden must gather as many countries as he can. He must rally as many countries as he can to battle Sirak and the evil Therlor, but one of his companions is undergoing some very personal issues and threatens to destroy the group from within. Check out the book series that ReadersFavorite.com said its intensity rivals that of the Game of Thrones series. Can you believe that? Well, you can judge for yourself. Go to RobertBlanchardBooks.com and you can get your copies today in paperback or ebook/Kindle. Or if you just want to sample it, if you just want to read a couple chapters, you can read the first 3 chapters of all of these books for free on RobertBlanchardBooks.com. Go to RobertBlanchardBooks.com and get the Roar of a Dragon series today, and thank you for watching this video.